Hello, lovelies. We are continuing. This is our last day of algebra. So we've got multi-step equations. We're going to review. These are just some 1 and 2 steppers. So minus 15 on this side, minus 15 on this side. What's that get me? Negative 42. Equals, that's 0 minus 3p. So negative 3p. Divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3. P equals 42 divided by 3. 14. All right, try it again. Add 2 to both sides. 6 equals x divided by 3 times 3 on this side times 3 on this side. 1x equals 18. All right, remember, invisible parentheses here, so let's get rid of that 3 first. Times 3 here, times 3 here. X minus 2 equals 12 plus 2 plus 2. X equals 14. And just to mix it up, I'm going to distribute this time. Negative 2, negative 2. So negative 2x minus 4 equals 6. So negative 2x plus 4 equals 10. Divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2. 1x equals negative 5. Hopefully they came back easy. Hopefully we all remember it. We're cool. Now, we're going to do a couple more steps today. But first, like sometimes you have to simplify one side of the equation before you solve. So we're going to practice simplifying the equations by either combining like terms or using the distributive properties. Just so you know, simplify. Reduce a mathematical expression to as few terms as possible. Combining like terms, adding, subtracting coefficients of like variables. Distributive, multiplying everything inside the parentheses by the coefficient outside. Let's start with some combining like terms. We are just simplifying all of these. We're not going to have a final answer. We're going to have a final expression. All right, like terms have same variables. So I've got a 1x, a 3x, and a negative 7x. Whenever we talk about like terms, the sign stays with the number. All right? And then I'll have a positive 4 and a negative 5. I'm going to rewrite this just so it's crystal clear. 1x plus 3x minus 7x plus 4 minus 5. All right, so if I combine all my x's, I've got 4x minus 7 is negative 3x plus, what's that? Negative 1. So if you said minus 1, that's fine. This is the same as negative 3x minus 1. But that is as simplified as you can get this. There's my end. All right, let's try this one. I just can't get out of the way, can I? Undo. Scoot you over here. Okay, we're going to combine some like terms again. So I've got a 5x. Any other x's? Positive 2x. Okay, no other x's. I've got a negative 4y, a negative y, and then just a 3 all by itself. So here we go. I'm not going to rewrite it this time. 5x plus 2x is 7x. You're smart enough to figure it out, right? Negative 4, negative 1y. Remember, invisible 1 right there. Negative 5y, or minus 5y. And then my plus 3 can just come on down. No more like terms. This is as simple as it gets. Alrighty, we have some like terms, but first we have to distribute. Okay, so negative 7a minus 21 minus 5a plus 4. We don't need to multiply times the 5a and the 4 because they are not inside those parentheses. Here we go. My like terms. Negative 7a, negative 5a, negative 21, and positive 4. So that ends me with negative 7 and negative 5 is negative 12a. And then negative 21 and positive 4 is going to be a negative, 17? Ooh, this one looks scary, but it's not. Don't worry. Let's distribute. 3y plus, use your calculator if you need to. It ends up just being 2. Minus 4y. So now I still have some like terms. 3y, negative 4y gives me negative 1y plus 2. The other way that's written is negative y plus 2. Both of those choices are correct. All right, we might have to do some of this before solving. So we are adding steps on steps on steps, right? Like up here, we're solving. Down here, we're simplifying. Now, we got to simplify, then solve. You're brilliant. You're going to be able to handle it. It's going to be great. All right, let's look at one side of the equation. This negative 12 side, we're cool. Don't got to do anything here. Let's look at this side. Ooh, there's some like terms that we can combine. So I'm going to have a 2, plain old 2, plus a 7v. Now I can solve like normal. Minus 2, minus 2. Negative 14 equals 7v. Divide by 7, divide by 7. Negative 2 equals v. Hot diggity. You can plug this in. 2 plus 5 times negative 2 plus 2 times negative 2. It should get you negative 12. I'm typing it in my calculator right now. 2 plus 5 parentheses, negative 2. Plus 2 parentheses, negative 2. Boom, negative 12. Whenever you put a number back in a parentheses or back in for a variable, it's got to be in parentheses, okay? So that's why I put a negative 2 in parentheses there and negative 2 in parentheses there. Hope that helps. Alrighty. Looks like on this side we got to do some distribution. So I've got negative 12r plus 24 equals negative 36. All right, now let's get solving. Minus 24, minus 24, negative 12r equals, Miss Mayhew is being lazy, negative 60, divide by negative 12, divide by negative 12, r equals 5. You should be able to plug this back in. Negative 3, open parentheses, 4 times 5 minus 8, close parentheses. Plug that in a calculator. If you don't get negative 36, we have done something wrong. All right. I'm going to distribute first. 5 plus 30r plus r equals, oh my gosh, 36. Now I have some like terms. 5 plus 31r equals 36. Minus 5, minus 5. 31, whoops. 1r equals 31. R equals 1. 5 times 1 plus 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 1 more. That should get you 36. If it doesn't get you 36, we've done something wrong. Plug it back in. Check, check, check. All right, we got 3 more. Here we go. Distribute, distribute. 9m equals 2m plus 10 plus 4. Simplify. 9m equals 2m plus 14. Okay? Now, I need all the m's on one side of the equation all by itself. So I'm going to move that 2m to the other side just because I like positive numbers. I'm going to keep it positive, but it really doesn't matter. 2m minus 2m. So that's a 0. So that's 14 on this side and 7m on this side. Divide by 7, divide by 7. M equals 2. Yet again, you can plug this in. 9 times 2 should equal 2 times 2 plus 5 plus 4. If that is not true, we have done something wrong. All right, this one looks long. We'll be fine. Here we go. Let's do some like terms over here. So 2 minus 4 is negative 2 plus 20. And I'm going to do some like terms over here. Use a different shape, right? 6y. What's that going to be? Minus 4. All right, just because I'm feeling froggy, I'm going to move the 6 to the other side again. It'll be negative. Doesn't matter. So let's move this 6y over here. Now, this is important. I get students that accidentally put that 6y under the 20. I am not going to put it under the 20. because I want it to be with its like terms. So I am going to put it under the 2y because that is the like term that it would go with if this was in a single like line, right? So I've got my 6y's gone. So on this side I have a negative 4. On this side I have negative 8y plus 20. Minus 20, minus 20, negative 8y equals negative 24. Divide by negative 8, divide by negative 8, y equals positive 3. Plug that positive 3 back in, make sure we got it right. All the steps. Great fun. Distribute. Negative 12x minus 144. Nope. Negative times a negative is a positive. Mayhew. Positive. Whew. Saved. Distribute. Negative 9 minus 63x. So far, so good, yeah? Yeah, I think so. All right. Let's move my 63 to the other side just because it's what I've been doing every time. So minus 63 becomes plus 63x. And again, I am putting that 63x underneath the 12. I do not want it to go under the 144 because those are not like terms. What is 63 minus 12? 51. 51x equals, oh, plus 144. I was like, why did I have all that space? Negative 9. Those we've already canceled out. Okay, so negative 9 minus 144 minus 144. 51x equals 144 and 9 gets me 153. Divide by 51, divide by 51 should give me 3, I believe. Good. X equals 3. Double check yours. Make sure that makes sense. Plug it back in. Homework is all solving equations. Your quiz tomorrow is everything, okay? It's order of operations, it's solving simple, it's solving hard, it's some coordinate plane. So there is an optional practice on Google Classroom that if you need the extra practice, do it. It could help you. You can also go through all your own homeworks, make sure you're ready for tomorrow's quiz. Good luck.